Issa's apartment, living room, day. Issa stands in front of her computer in a trench coat. She nervously blots her forehead with her sleeve. Lawrence appears on the screen on video chat.
Hey, did you just get in?
No, but we're about to get it in, figuratively speaking.
Issa slips the coat off to reveal a bustier, mini skirt, and thigh highs. Lawrence gapes, then grins giddily.
I thought I switched things up.
Well, I'm not mad at that. Oh, wait, let me expand my screen. Hold on, I gotta get IMAX experience here.
Issa presses play on her phone. A slow jam comes on. Lawrence settles back into his chair.
I'm gonna remind you what you've been missing, boy.
She does an awkward, sexy dance. Body roll, finger trail down her chest, head whip. She grimaces and holds her neck.
You okay?
I'm good.
Issa shakes it off and continues. She struggles to pull the too tight bustier over her head.
Shit, it's stuck.
How'd you get it on?
Issa, arms akimbo in the air, bends at the waist and furiously fights it off. Left in a strapless bra, she pouts.
Ugh, it was a lot better in class.
Oh, you're doing fine. Keep going.
Issa reluctantly starts stripteasing again. She pulls a heeled foot up on a swivel chair and half-heartedly peels off a thigh high. The chair swivels out from under her. She turns her back to Lawrence and removes her skirt to reveal sexy underwear with a huge hole. Lawrence stifles a laugh. Issa looks seductively over her shoulder and catches a glimpse of the hole on her screen. She reacts and her screen goes black. She runs over to the laptop and inspects the frayed charger power cord. Lawrence's apartment, bedroom, day. Lawrence looks at a still of Issa in an unflattering, shocked reaction.
Issa, hello?
Best Buy, day. Issa stands in a checkout line reading a magazine. A Who Wore It Best article features 3 celebrities in terry cloth bathrobes. She's not impressed. Issa's phone rings. She checks. It's Tiffany. Issa answers.
Hi.
Tiffany's apartment, bedroom, day. Tiffany holds the phone between her shoulder and ear and folds baby clothes.
How's my favorite boss bitch?
Intercut, Best Buy, in Tiffany's bedroom.
No, hanging in there, I guess.
Wow, that's pretty depressing.
Sorry, you right. What's up?
Just seeing if you have any plans Saturday.
My man's in San Francisco, and I'm on the wait list for the Living Single Appreciation Society meetup, so no.
Cool, because I have tickets to Dave Chappelle.
What? The GOAT? What time we round?
Tiffany finds a pair of boxers amongst the baby clothes. She flings it to the side, annoyed.
Well, the tickets are for me and Derek, but I'll do you one better. You could babysit the cutest baby girl in the world.
How's that better than Dave Chappelle?
It's better than hanging with a bunch of weirdos on a Saturday.
They do be weirdos.
See? Please? You're the only one who's not busy. There'll be pie.
Oh, fine.
Yay!
I'm the only one not busy, huh? How many people did you ask before me?
Oh, I gotta go. Simone hasn't pooped in 3 days, and she has that look in her eyes.
Ooh.
Issa scrunches up her nose and hangs up. She approaches a tired cashier, 40s. Issa hands her a phone charger.
Hey, Patty, you look like you've been here a minute. You know, my boyfriend Lawrence Walker used to work here. Dimples, good hairline, looks like a tall glass of Yoo-hoo.
The cashier gives Issa an unfriendly stare. And?
Oh, no friends and family discount then?
Howard's and Associates, conference room, day. Molly scrolls her phone while Stacy, Felicia, and other co-workers chat around her. She flinches and holds her stomach. Stacy and Felicia exchange glances.
Still recovering from last night?
Molly double checks whether Felicia is addressing her.
Oh, nope. I did a quick drive-by and left early.
Before her husband started a Congo line or after?
Definitely before, but I'm regretting that decision.
Yeah, I'm sure. Andrew, that's your boyfriend, right? Would never. How is he, by the way? I don't think I saw him last night.
Andrew's good.
Felicia and Stacy exchange glances again. This time Molly notices. Malcolm, Molly's boss, enters the room. Molly is relieved. Everyone sits up taller.
A lot in the agenda, folks. First, Parker just buried us with new evidence on the Gino case. Molly, you've been on a roll lately, and you know what they say about the reward for good work. I trust you can manage juggling this along with the master case, right?
Absolutely.
Great. And Stacy, I'd like you to help Molly out.
Of course.
Stacy smiles at Molly. Molly returns a tight-lipped smile. Cafe, day. Issa sits at a table on her laptop. An email reads, "Great news, you're off the wait list for the Living Single Appreciation Society meetup." Issa sighs.
Unfortunately, the event planner we wanted was in a pretty bad car accident, so it's back to the drawing board with that.
Issa peeks over her shoulder to find the woman's voice and spots two women, 40s, on the split level behind her. As they talk, Issa plots. She looks around her area, feels her person, and comes up empty-handed. Moments later, Issa stands before the women with one earring missing.
Hi, so sorry to interrupt, but I was sitting here earlier and I think I lost my earring. Did you see it anywhere?
The women inspect the table, chairs, and floor.
It didn't seem to be here.
No? Ugh, darn your eraser backings.
Hope it turns up.
Thanks. Also, not that I was listening or anything, but sound travels easily in here, and I thought I overheard you say you need an event planner.
Yes.
I happen to know an amazing one. She did the Inglewood block party a few months back. You probably heard of it.
I'm not familiar, but have her send her resume over and we'll be in touch if it's a good fit.
The woman hands Issa a card.
Oh, I'm the event planner. I see how talking about myself in the third person may have been unclear.
A little? We're looking for someone ASAP, so the sooner the better.
Right, I heard that. I heard that. I'll send it ASAP.
Lawrence's office, day. Lawrence shows off his beautiful corner office to his dad, Marcus, via phone on video chat.
And my view.
Look at you, son, moving on up.
Just trying to keep up with you.
You're almost there.
Not even close.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
It's really not that big of a deal.
I don't know where this newfound modesty is coming from, but your mother and I are extremely proud of you. This is the culmination of your hard work, sacrifice, and good decisions paying off. Karma, as the kids would say.
A beat.
Yep.
Lawrence leans against his desk and gives a strained smile. American Job Center, day. Issa sits before a counselor as he reviews her resume. Her phone buzzes. She checks. A message from Trina, do not answer, reads, "You down with the swirl now?" Issa is confused. She dismisses the message and puts her phone away as the counselor starts laughing to himself.
Is that a good thing?
Sandwich artist, pizza genius, and youth liaison, these have nothing to do with event planning. You're unqualified.
But I'm switching careers.
Malheureusement, l'expérience est tout. It says here you speak French.
It doesn't say I speak fluently. Wait, does it?
I'd advise against embellishments, euphemisms, and lies. Always come back to bite you.
Let's be real. Not many people speak French in LA.
Including you, it seems.
Fine. So what should I put?
My job is just to assess and give you feedback a hiring manager wouldn't.
Yeah, I was just kind of hoping you'd actually help me somehow.
Oh, that's a common misconception. What you want is to hire a resume writer, or if finances are tight,
It gives him a piercing look. Really?
you could ask your friends and family for help.
Issa is resigned. Molly's office, night. Molly sits at her desk, nodding off in the middle of reviewing a document. There's a rap on her door. Startled, she looks up to see Stacy in the doorway.
I have the files you asked me to pull.
Stacy puts a stack of papers on Molly's desk.
Are you sure there's nothing else more substantial I can do? No need to be a hero. I'm happy to help.
I've got it all under control.
Okay, if you say so. Guess I'll leave you to it then. But if you find yourself overwhelmed or anything, just shout.
Stacy exits. Molly looks after her suspiciously. Car, day. Issa is stuck in traffic. Her phone sits in its mount with Lawrence on video chat on the screen.
Did you read the LA fuck it list I sent you?
Not yet, but next time not a save for work heads up would be nice. They fed me 3 meals a day here. I'm not fired.
I just thought you could use a little inspiration for a visit. Your sweatshirt's starting to smell like more like drool and shea butter than you.
Yeah, I'm not sure then that'll be. They got me working harder than Kevin Hart over here. Plus, I'm trying to win bonus competition, and I'm pretty sure I'm the front runner.
Yep, you mentioned that.
Oh, well, did I tell you about their latest ploy to keep us from ever leaving the office? We have sleep pods now.
Uh-huh, yeah, you mentioned that too.
Issa looks defeated. Issa's apartment, day. Issa slips a rent check under a door, then another. It immediately slides back out, startling her.
What the?
Issa D?
A startled Issa turns around to see a white man, 50s.
Who are you?
You've been served.
He hands her an envelope and leaves Issa frozen in shock. Molly's apartment, living room, day. Molly sits on her couch and pours red wine into a glass. Her coffee table and floors are covered in papers and folders with Post-it notes on them. Issa paces the floor.
All right, Issa is just a summons to appear in court. As long as you file an order to show cause, they're unlikely to collect.
Okay, Annalise Keating, English, please. Am I being sued or not?
Yes, but medical bills are considered a civil debt, so it's not that big of a deal.
Maybe $3,000 isn't a big deal to you, but I can't pay that. And apparently they're out here throwing people in jail like we in Mother Russia. What if they try to make an example out of me?
You've been surfing the deep web again.
Issa looks guilty. She plops down beside Molly on the couch.
Look, Issa, you're not going to jail, okay? The way this things work out is...
Issa stares off into the distance and zones out. Jail cell, daydream. Issa, fuzzy cornrows, orange jumpsuit, stares at her dejected reflection in a sheet of polished metal on her wall.
It's a conspiracy to treat me so harshly. From the manor to the slammer, just to get some rash cream. Now, I'm somebody's bitch. Can't afford commissary. Damn, I hate it here. Too pretty for the penitentiary.
Issa gasps sharply and slides to the floor. A surly cellmate looms over her.
This ain't showtime at the Apollo.
The cellmate releases a toothbrush shiv in Issa's side. Back to scene. Issa frantically interrupts Molly with an outburst.
I ain't going to jail, okay? I don't care, I'll snitch.
Oh, your damn self? And again, look, the most they can do is garnish your wages, which you don't have, so really, you're good.
Actually, I'm applying for jobs, but who's going to hire me with a garnishment on my record?
What about your business thingy?
I don't know. All those hours I put into the block party worked out to less than minimum wage. A lot less.
For real? Damn.
Maybe the corporate bullshit won't seem so bad if I'm doing a job I really love and getting paid.
Look, trust me, it never gets old. It's like me finally getting Torian off my back, only for Stacy and Felicia to suddenly start acting all chummy after ignoring me for months.
Issa waits for Molly to continue.
If you were looking for a good segue, that wasn't it.
Look, something's off. I don't know what their play is, but they're up to no good. And it's annoying as fuck having to be on guard all the time.
Worse than the free clinic. Although Lakeisha does bomb hair removal on the side.
An alarm sounds on Molly's phone. He silences it, takes a pill from a pouch on the table, and swallows it with water.
You still on the pill? I thought we were in this dry spell together.
You know, it's better to keep taking it just in case, right?
course.
Anyway, this isn't the pill.
Is it one of those smart drugs? Oh, let me try one.
Calm down. Look, I've been having stomach issues lately and taking ibuprofen proactively so I can get through the day.
You want Lakeisha's number?
Nah, I'm good.
Doctor's office, day. Molly sits on the examination table in a hospital gown. Her doctor enters the room with a chart.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Looks like we have a stomach ulcer. Don't be alarmed. It's treatable with drugs, but you should know that stress exacerbates it.
I'm an attorney. I'd be stressed if I wasn't stressed.
Well, we need to do something about that, don't we?
Well, I already drink a glass of red wine every night.
Actually, the evidence for red wine being healthy is pretty weak. But taking up a hobby, leaving work, at work, exercising, delegating.
I'll just take the drugs, thanks.
Issa's apartment, living room, day. Issa stares at her near-empty resume. She picks up her phone and clicks on Lawrence's name. A call history shows a list of several outgoing calls. She composes a text to Lawrence. Issa types, "Hey, you busy?" She puts the phone down and waits. It rings. She picks it up swiftly and checks. It's Nathan. Park, day. Issa and Nathan sit on a picnic blanket, a half-empty box of pizza in front of them. Issa's laptop rests on her lap.
How about event architect or ambassador of buzz?
I did get hashtag Molly be tripping trending when I put together Molly's Vegas birthday trip a couple years back.
You mean organize a multi-city recreational tour?
It beams mischievously. She types on her computer, then admires the much more fleshed out resume.
Thanks for your help. The guy at the job center was on some truth will set you free bullshit, like everyone isn't out here bow wow challenging their resumes.
Well, I'm happy to help.
And thanks for not judging me about the whole business thing.
Only God and Joe Brown can do that.
A rustling in the bushes puts them on high alert. A disheveled couple emerge, failing to be inconspicuous.
In the bushes?
People are wild out without fuck it lists floating around.
You read it? Real talk, how many places have you crossed off?
You're gonna put me on the spot like that?
That many?
Nah. I'm only interested in doing something like that with one person.
Nathan looks at Issa flirtatiously. Issa blushes.
You know it's not the masturbation list, right?
Oh, you got jokes now.
Pharmacy, day. Molly gives a slip of paper to a pharmacist assistant who heads to a shelf of prescriptions.
Molly?
Molly looks up to see Heather Goldburn, 36, approaching her.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Are you still with Merrill Johnson and Schwartz?
No, I'm with Hayward and Associates. Where are you these days?
Goldburn.
As in, of course, the youngest president of our law review would have her own firm.
Not quite. I actually left law to open a wellness center.
Wait, what? That's crazy. Shocking.
I get that reaction a lot. 2 interventions and 1 psychosis test later, turns out all my marbles were still there.
Molly laughs uncomfortably. The pharmacist assistant returns with Molly's prescription and places it on the counter. Heather steals a glance while Molly hands over her card.
You should come by sometime. I have a feeling you'd find it useful. Take it from someone who thought vacations were for the weak. We all need a healthy outlet.
Heather pulls out 2 cards with guest pass written on them and extends them to Molly. Molly looks at them hesitantly. Tiffany's apartment, day. Tiffany, in a bodycon dress and stilettos, opens the door to Issa in shock. Issa enters looking Tiffany up and down.
Okay, snap back.
Oh, you too kind.
Oh, look, her hair finally starting to grow in. I wasn't going to say nothing about the patches, but this is all good now.
Is that Kelly?
Tiffany nods slowly. Kelly, eating pie, and Derek, holding Simone, emerge from the kitchen.
Oh, hey, Issa. What you doing here?
I'm babysitting. Wait, I thought it was just you and Derek going to see Dave Chappelle.
Nah, I'm babysitting. And I thought y'all were going to the jazz club.
Kelly and Issa turn to Tiffany for answers. Tiffany and Derek exchange panicked looks. Busted. Tiffany laughs nervously.
Oh, did I double book you both? My bad. Must be sleep deprivation or mommy hormones. Well, since you're both here.
This ain't the Babysitters Club. I gave you some A1D to look after my bald-headed goddaughter.
Honestly, we really need this night out. So I may have booked one of you as a backup in case one of you flaked. Is that so wrong?
Yes! That is trifling.
I have a lot of things on my mind and just forgot to cancel.
Well, Issa, you need to practice. And since I'm the only one here who can still get my meat tenderized tonight, you should volunteer as tribute.
Why are your sex preferences about steak?
Cause a bitch horny and hungry.
Kelly, language.
Oh, what? Somebody don't know no words. She called Derek Dooley the other day.
Tiffany's house, living room, later. Kelly and Issa sit on the couch. Simone is in her basket staring at the television. They all watch a kid's cartoon. On the screen, Greenie, a frog with glasses, leaps from one lily pad to another. He catches sight of Miss Cleo, a frog with red lips sunning on her back on a lily pad, and stops abruptly. The camera pans up Miss Cleo's body. Greenie's eyes pop out of his head, glasses and all. Across the pond, Macho, a frog with a handlebar mustache, spots Miss Cleo too. His mustache stands at attention. Macho and Greenie notice each other and race towards Miss Cleo. Macho arrives first, leaps on top of Miss Cleo's back, and clasps her around her torso. She croaks. He ribbits. Greenie stops short, flicks his tongue out to adjust his glasses as he looks on at the copulating frog. Suddenly, he pounces on Macho's back, so 3 frogs are stacked.
Room in this pad for one more?
Issa and Kelly are appalled.
This is for children.
Shh. Now we get to the good part.
Kelly rests her hand under her chin, engrossed. Her arm reveals a bunch of scratch marks.
What happened to your arm?
The guy I'm hooking up with, well, he shares custody of his cat with his ex. He tried to kill me in my sleep.
What?
You better get used to it.
Issa rolls her eyes. Her phone pings. She checks.
Oh my God, yes.
What? Did I send a dick pic? Let me see.
No, the job I'm applying for wants me to come in for an interview.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks, I haven't been to an interview in forever though.
Ooh, I can help. Let's do a mock one right now.
Issa is unsure. Kelly sits up and scans her hand over her face. Her expression goes from animated to intensely serious.
And what makes you qualified for this job?
Okay, we're doing this. I'm detail-oriented, organized. I have excellent communication skills.
I see. So what's your 5-year plan with Lawrence and Condola?
How is this relevant?
You gotta be prepared for anything.
Yeah, but I doubt.
Do you want this job or not?
Okay. I don't know. Lawrence and I haven't discussed it. We talk about the same things over and over again, but not that.
And why the hell not?
Because I guess it would make it too real.
That's real dumb. If you're so good at communicating, you should start doing that with Lawrence. Oh, and learn to sleep with one eye open.
Kelly goes back to watching the cartoon. Issa somberly processes Kelly's words. Office, reception area, day. Issa sits on the edge of a leather couch observing her surroundings. The cheery receptionist answers the phone.
Thank you for calling Sparkle. How may I help you?
Well-dressed professional women pass by laughing and talking. They smile at and greet Issa as they pass. Photos of inspirational women cover the pastel walls. Issa is in awe. The door to an office opens. Condola, wearing a roomy dress, exits, closes the door, and does a happy jig to herself. Issa can't believe her eyes. She shields her face poorly. Condola walks towards the reception area and notices Issa.
Issa. Condola! Issa. Condola! You, the same.
Receptionist notices the weird exchange from her desk.
What are you doing here?
Interview you?
Face drops.
Issa, you can head on in now.
Goldburn Gym, day. Issa and Molly follow behind a trainer in a revealing uniform. A bodybuilder lifts weights nearby with loud grunts. The trainer gestures to a room filled with pink salt.
Salt therapy is like a neti pot for young lungs. Our state-of-the-art generator grinds pharmaceutical-grade sodium chloride into microparticles from 1 to 10 micrometers and disperses them into the air. You breathe them in, very healing.
Molly and Issa nod thoughtfully, politely. The trainer turns and keeps leading. They fall back and talk in hushed voices.
You probably didn't do that bad.
Telling you, the second I saw her, I was off my game. Plus, she didn't look pregnant. No bump, no nose spread, nothing. All I could think about during the interview was, is this bitch lying?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
She stays affecting my life. Like, tethered much? First my man, then my job. LA small, but not that small.
Yoga studio. Our trap yoga classes are our most popular class.
Issa and Molly are blown away, this time genuinely impressed.
And here we have the co-ed steam room, which concludes your tour.
The trainer hands Issa and Molly a paper.
Here is today's class schedule. As you can see, there are plenty to choose from, or you can check out our wide array of award-winning workout equipment.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. This was great.
The trainer leaves. The door to the steam room opens and a puff of steam escapes. 2 buff, sweaty men exit wearing towels and slippers. Molly and Issa ogle them.
Damn. I haven't had a man's touch in a month. I can't be subjected to this.
I can't.
Come on, let's do the ellipticals.
Molly consults the gym class schedule.
Actually, I think I'm going to give the hydrocharge boxing a try.
Series of shots. Molly gets in the stance to hit the punching bag. Issa starts up the elliptical. She awkwardly and hilariously fumbles with the settings. Molly punches the crap out of the bag. Her hot boxing instructor takes notice. He's impressed. Molly is focused. Issa is out of breath and sweating like crazy. She stops the machine. The time on it reads 5 minutes. She wobbles off. End series of shots. Goulburn Wellness Center, workout area, day. Issa struggles to do a reverse crunch on a hanging ab workout machine when her phone buzzes. She checks. A text from Lawrence reads, "How was the interview?" Issa types back, sad face. Lawrence replies, "Got a surprise coming for you tomorrow that'll cheer you up." Issa stares at the text excitedly. She zones out. Issa's apartment, daydream. Hardcore trap music blares. Issa opens the front door to a puff of steam. When it clears, a glistening Lawrence stands wearing a towel and slides.
Damn, Zaddy, about time.
Lawrence scoops Issa off her feet and carries her to the salt room, day. Lawrence places Issa in a mound of salt, then mounts her.
Breathe it in, baby. Breathe it in.
Issa inhales deeply. Lawrence curls dumbbells while in the middle of penetrating Issa. He grunts loudly with each rep. Issa gasps and convulses. Back to scene. Issa stiffens on the reverse ab workout machine. She blinks at the scene. Gym goers working out, bodybuilder grunting in front of the mirror. No one is the wiser of her orgasm. Hayward and Associates, Malcolm's office, day. A serious Malcolm sits behind his desk. Molly is in distress.
I gotta say, I never thought I'd be having this conversation with you.
I don't understand how this happened.
Well, Stacy claims you refused to let her help. Is that true?
I didn't think I needed.
Well, that wasn't your call to make. Molly, I appreciate your work ethic, but a good lawyer knows their limits and puts their ego, feelings, and anything else aside for the greater purpose.
You're right. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
If we hadn't caught your error, the case, our client, worst, our reputation would be on the line. You know, this is ground for termination.
Molly is on the verge of tears. Malcolm deliberates.
I'm putting you on probation. only because Stacy mentioned you were having some personal troubles, which doesn't excuse this, but you need to resolve whatever's going on. In the meantime, Tareen, Felicia will be taking over for your cases.
Molly is speechless. Stacy's office, day. Stacy, on a phone call, sees Molly coming and steels herself. Molly enters Stacy's office in an angry stupor.
Stacy, a word.
I'll call you right back.
Stacy hangs up the phone.
Is everything okay? What's happening?
Look, spare me the fake sympathy. What did you say to Malcolm?
Wait, are you upset with me? I told Malcolm the truth, that I had nothing to do with your error, and in an effort to help you out, I mentioned your relationship problem.
What relationship problem?
Molly, I know. I saw Andrew kissing up on another woman on the farmer's market last week. He hasn't been around, and it's obvious you've been avoiding whenever he's brought up.
Molly is thrown.
Look, we've had our differences, but I know how you feel. I've buried myself in work and tried to get through being cheated on alone. It's much easier with friends.
Whoa, stop. First of all, we're not friends. And second, you don't know what you're talking about. So just keep my name out of your mouth.
Molly storms out. Issa's apartment, living room, night. Issa, wearing only a consortium sweatshirt and underwear, sprays the room with a Febreze can. The doorbell rings.
Who is it?
Delivery for Issa D.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Issa hurries to throw the Febreze and some clothes on the chair in a closet, then positions herself across the couch.
It's open.
That's not really protocol.
Boy, quit playing and open the door.
The door inches open. A delivery man holding a box uneasily peeks in and gets an eyeful. Issa yelps and covers herself. The delivery man drops the box and closes the door. San Francisco Street. Lawrence trudges slowly up a hill, talking into his phone. He pauses to catch his breath.
Do you like it? I sprayed it with my cologne just for you.
Issa's apartment, living room, day. Issa stares at a boyfriend pillow, a soft body pillow that looks like the torso of a man.
It's not what I expected.
Issa's apartment, San Francisco Street.
You hate it.
No, it's just that, well, I was hoping you'd be the surprise. I shaved and everything, and you know how itchy it is when it grows back.
I told you I can't leave for at least a few months with everything going on.
Guess I thought you had reprioritized.
It's not a matter of priorities. I have responsibilities.
And I don't?
I didn't say that. I mean, if you wanted to come and visit me, I could probably work something.
The way my bank account is set up right now. Plus, I'm being sued.
Sued for what?
An old medical bill.
You didn't say anything.
I know. I didn't want to kill the vibe being all negative when we barely talk.
We talk.
Yeah, but not about anything important. Sometimes it just feels like we're leading separate lives.
Lawrence frowns. Issa stares ahead at the traffic. Goldburn Wellness Center, day. Heather hands Molly 2 towels and a key card with Molly's picture on it. Molly admires the card.
I'm so glad you decided to join us.
Me too. You are right about needing this. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Okay. So how did you make the decision to leave it all behind? Like, you were at the top of your game, and I know it wasn't easy getting there.
Honestly, I made a pros and cons list that had 50 pros and 2 cons for leaving. That told me all I needed to know.
Molly nods. A middle-aged woman walks by and spots Molly.
Molly, so glad to see you again. Hitting the bags today?
Molly's thrown. She smiles and waves.
Hi. Yep. I have no clue who that is.
Get used to it. You're a part of the family now.
Cafe, day. Issa and Molly sit across from one another. Issa examines a photo of a black girl on the phone.
Wow. Andrew really trying to have some Blasian babies, huh?
I know, right? Fetish much?
Would you be more upset if he was dating an Asian or a white girl instead?
I couldn't care less. All I know is he got me out here looking stupid to everyone at work.
Issa hands Molly the phone.
I don't get why you just didn't tell him you were broken up.
Because it's none of their business. Plus, what if we got back together?
Issa gives Molly the side eye. The phone rings. Issa scrambles to check her phone, realizing the ringing is coming from a patron behind her.
Still haven't heard back?
They said they needed someone right away, so I doubt I will. I bet Condola got it.
You don't know that. But if you're really pressed, why don't you just ask Lawrence?
You think they talk like that?
You don't know.
Why is everyone so surprised that we don't talk about my man's baby mama?
Because ignoring things won't make them go away. Didn't you learn anything from that medical bill?
Yeah. Don't answer the white people who call me by my full government. And everyone should have a best friend who's a badass lawyer.
Molly picks at her food.
You know, Issa, I love Lawrence, but maybe you should take an honest look at where your relationship is going. And if you want to be in the realistic version of it, not this fantasy, idealistic thing y'all got going.
Issa sighs heavily. Molly feels for her friend. Issa's apartment, bedroom, night. Issa stuffs clothes into a suitcase lying on the bed. A paper with a pros and cons list with a much longer pros than cons column is next to the suitcase. Issa's apartment, night. Issa lifts her suitcase into her car trunk.
Going somewhere?
Issa jumps, startled by the appearance of Benjamin, 8, Trina's son, on a tricked out bicycle.
What? Isn't it past your bedtime?
It's 8 o'clock. Who do I look like, 7?
Yes.
Well, I'm not. I'm 8.5.
Okay.
Issa closes the trunk.
How long are you going to be gone for?
Why would you ask me that?
I can protect your apartment. Make sure no one breaks in. For a fee.
I'm not going anywhere.
Issa walks to the side of her car.
Then what's the suitcase for?
Little boy, go inside.
Issa opens her car door and enters. Car, continuous. Issa starts the car and watches as Benjamin cycles away. She thinks. Issa pulls out her phone and thumbs a text to Amal that reads, "Headed out of town. Mind checking in on my place while I'm gone?" Amal texts back, "Stop."
Ugh, very funny.
Issa pulls up map directions. 6 hours to San Francisco. She places her phone in the mount, then drives off. Checkpoint, night. Lawrence places his cell phone, keys, and loose change into a gray container. He sets the container on a conveyor belt and approaches a security guard who waves him through the metal detector. Hallway, night. Lawrence walks up to a room and hesitates. A nurse passes behind him. He looks into the window. Lawrence's point of view. Condola lays in the bed in a hospital gown, her feet elevated. Lawrence puts his hand on the doorknob and enters the room. Fade out.
Yay, thank you. I like the hands, Devin.